I wonder if you can comment on maybe earlier versions of Gemini were a little bit careful on the kind of things you would be willing to answer. I just want to comment on I was really surprised and pleasantly surprised and enjoyed the fact that Gemini 2.5 Pro is a lot less careful in a good sense. Don't ask me why, but I've been doing a lot of research on Genghis Khan and the Aztecs. So there's a lot of violence there in that history. It's a very violent history. I've also been doing a lot of research on World War One and World War Two, and earlier versions of Gemini were very um, basically this kind of sense. Are you sure you want to learn about this? And now it's actually very factual, objective. Talks about very difficult parts of human history and does so with nuance and depth. It's been really nice. But there's a line there that I guess Google has to kind of walk. I wonder if it's also an engineering challenge how to do that at scale across all the weird queries that people ask. What can you just speak to that challenge? How do you allow Gemini to say again, forgive, pardon my French, crazy shit, but not too crazy?
I think one of the good insights here has been as the models are getting more capable, the models are really good at this stuff, right? And so I think in some ways, maybe a year ago, the models weren't fully there. So they would also do stupid things more often. And so, you're trying to handle those edge cases, but then you make a mistake in how you handle those edge cases and it compounds. But I think with 2.5, what we particularly found is once the models cross a certain level of intelligence and sophistication, they are able to reason through these nuanced issues pretty
Mhm.
well. And I think users really want that, right? Like, you want as much access to the raw model as possible, right? But I think it's a great area to think about. Like, over time, you know, we should allow more and more closer access to it. Maybe obviously let people custom prompts if they wanted to, and experiment with it, etc. I think that's an important direction. But look, the first principles we want to think about it is, from a scientific standpoint, like making sure the models, and I'm saying scientific in the sense of like how you would approach math or physics or
Mhm.
something like that, from first principles, having the models reason about the world, be nuanced, etc. From the ground up is the right way to build these things, right? Not like some subset of humans kind of hard coding things on top of it. So I think it's the direction we've been taking, and I think you'll see us continue to push in that direction.